Hello and welcome to another demo of my Infinity iPad app. I'm Paul Clark and I'm going to be walking through a few new features that I'm really excited to share with the community that I've been working on for the last few weeks. So if you've seen my other demo, I've been working on this one for about 2 weeks of progress. I've been able to include things like spec ops, rosters, play mode is really enhanced in some regards. There's a lot of polish. One of the biggest things that I was able to include is the wiki, and I will go over a few of those. So for the most part, I'm really excited to introduce the wiki option. So I've been able to include the wiki inside of the app. This is all stored on the application. There's no internet connection required at all. You'll get the contents of the wiki cache when you get the application from the App Store. So the easiest thing to do is just to click on the wiki. We've got the little wiki over here. You can search if you like, and at the moment there's a whole bunch of options. I'm going to be cleaning them up, getting rid of some of the duplicates, but overall there's a lot of the wiki is able to provide a lot of different keywords that are available. You can search as you like. So for example, there we go. The simulator can be a little slow on the computer. So let's take a look at linked teams. So let's look at linked troops. So click on that one. Give it a second. It takes a little bit here for the application. Let's hide the search. You can see that here is the fire teams. So we've got Infinity Link Troops, we've got our quick summary, we've got a bunch of different links, we've got an outside source link to a forum post, we've got all sorts of things. Here's a breakdown, different things you can link to. Let's see, for example, I can go to support skills and I can click here, and this talks about doing support skills. I can click back here. So you can see pretty easy to browse. What's also nice is you can swipe away the right side there on the map of the roster. You can hide it while you're viewing. So pretty much you can just scroll as you like. You want to look into arrows, active player. I mean, I can go on for a while. We've got discover checks. You can see there. This will be a little bit more stylized. I'm going to modify a little bit of the style, but it's going to be pretty plain, which I really like. You can also click on the links inside, so everything is internally navigating. Let's see, does that one not go? Let's try. Oh, no, looks like some of these aren't connected. Or not. Let's try camouflage. There we go. So there's a few of them that need to get fixed, but things like ballistic skill, fighting with ranged firearms, you can just keep going. And then if you want, you can come over here and you can just find them. These are the main topics. So case vac rule, explosives, everything that's available. We even have a frequent asked questions. You need to provide those. There's the whole cache of frequent asked questions available. You can just scroll through them. You can click on pretty much anything. It's very, very handy. I think it will come into it will definitely be very popular for people who need to look up rules early on. So there's the wiki. So you can see it. It shares the middle pane here. So let's see. I lost my. There we go. Got my roster back. So one of the big things is you can now save rosters. So we have a new roster I created. I can rename it. So let's call it demo roster. I'm going to save it. I can then go back and I'm going to be building a list that I previously played. I think it was yesterday. No, Tuesday. We have Tuesday. So I'm just going to put it together really fast. I'm probably going to get it wrong on the first try, but just so you can see what's going on. For Spec Ops is this nice little drop down here. I don't believe it was in my last demo, but you can select your base unit. So I was a Hafsa because I was going for the impersonation. You can see that the Holo Projector level 1 is up there and Linkable is over here. I had 1 plus to my willpower. I had a viral sniper rifle because it was kind of nice to be in hiding or and I wanted the mimetism. I don't know if it would have kept my holo projector alive if I didn't do anything, but it kind of camouflaged the spec ops inside of the Kaplan I could say that they all had mimetism. I'm not quite sure on the actual legitimate rules with regards to a holo projector level 1 and declaring your abilities, but I disguised it as a Kaplan, so I'm going to put that one over there. I had a Hafsa lieutenant, so that was my 5-man link team. Oh, I didn't have the Spitfire. I had this. So another nice feature that I've implemented is you can click on one to see the model, but if you click on them again, you actually get the options that are available to them. So one of the big things I found about building is you may want to upgrade this guy, so maybe you want him to be a Blitzen instead, so you can click over here and you can get rid of this guy. And so if you wanted to maybe switch up the Hafsa, you just click again or tap again, and you'll be able to do that. So that's how I'm going to be going through a few different modes. For example, I'd like to implement a system where you click over here again and you'll get all the weapon options available. You'll get all the range bands for all the weapons that are available for all the different ones. So when you're kind of looking through the options, you can be like, oh, I don't really know what this weapon does, or my opponent doesn't know, I don't know what my opponent's weapon does, or the range band. So I can click on like the Hafsa here, and then I'll click on them again, and I'll get all the weapon choices for them. So I think that will be really nice. I will then be able to use this, for example, when you click on the Husam and you click on them again, you'll be able to edit that current spec ops, which isn't currently available at the moment. You want to change his weapon because halfway down the line you're like, oh, I need some more heavy weapons, or oh, I really don't think I'm going to use it. Maybe I can spend the XP elsewhere. So with regards to that. So you can see that I've got 5 models over here and I've got 5 regular orders. I was filling it up pretty nicely. I had the Odalisks, I had the SMG, the Harris, and the Spitfire. So I've got them there. I've got 8 models. The last 2 were I had a Halara, a Hawa, I had an Observer, and a Hacker. So that gave me my that. And then I had a Yan Yans. They actually did quite nicely. Oops, too many onions, delete them, and then I had I think I've got an extra point there. I don't think I had the Blitzen. So see, very nicely I can delete that for one of those. I will enable organizational mode here. Click on that. And then, oh, these guys. So I just got the 10-point guys there. So you can see there's my 300-point list. Very easy to make. It's my demo roster. If I were to want to play the list, I can then hit the button over here, and we've got a cool little fight icon telling you that you're in a battle or a skirmish of some form, and you could choose as the models die. You can swipe over and they go dead. So that I found very handy. Uh, my opponent was, we were on our second turn of ITS training, and he killed 1 model on his turn, on his turn on the second turn, bringing me to 60% and giving me my last turn, so I didn't get an extra turn to kind of close things out. But he was up ahead, and he ended up taking the victory. So you can see there, very, very smooth making lists. If I were to want to make another one, I can just come over here. I can make a brand new one. You can see that a new roster has been created over here. If I want to come over here, I can then make a Hak Islam. And if I wanted to see all my current rosters, I can then just come over here. So I'm done with this guy, so he goes back to being normal. So you can see there that uh, the model or the roster does not reset when you're scrolling around. The play mode stays until your next time. So, for example, if you're browsing around, you don't have to worry about losing your current status of the models. So pretty straightforward there. Um, let's see. We've included not too much else with regards to feature wise. I think I may call it there, but I wanted to give people a little bit of a demo on some of the new features, the wiki, spec ops, and delving deeper into roster building. And I think that's about it. If you'd like to test, please go to the Infinity forums. There's a post under the general access. I'm not quite sure what it's called, or get in touch with me through messaging or email, and I can tell you how to add as a tester. So I'm very excited to get this out to as many people as possible, but as it's still in kind of an alpha or beta form, I can't release it to the general public. So if you'd like to test it, you're more than welcome to participate. I have about 9 or 10 testers, and they've been wonderful, giving me a lot of good feedback, a lot of good experience, as well as I've been trying my best to play with it and kind of getting immediate feedback of what really irks me and what I really reach for. And that's why I included the wiki so quickly. It took me about a day or two to implement, is that I found it almost more important to have that kind of resource available than some options. For example, the Combine Army has a few nuances with their seed embryo that I need to implement, and so those things will be implemented. I hopefully, as we go, but I definitely get excited for more of the really cool features, like including a browsable built-in web page with all the information that you could ever ask for. For example, order reserves, and I definitely appreciate all the efforts that the Infinity Wiki has done for it. I definitely hope to expand their usability by providing the wiki inside of the application. So thank you very much for watching my demo, and I hope you are excited for the next demo.